Hey guys, Braided Zero here. I'm bringing you another video. This week is turning out to be a really good week, especially on Thursday, the 28th. We get the Breakpoint raid coming in, and now No Man's Sky is getting a new patch called Synthesis coming out tomorrow. This is just too good to be true, man. I wanted to go over the patch notes here. Let's talk about some of the points. What are they doing to make the game even better? This is probably the best update I've seen since the last huge one, which just changed the game altogether. I've been playing this since it first released, even when it wasn't that good, and this is just making me so excited with how the game is moving. Before we jump in, I'll add a link in the description below. We've kicked back up the Discord channel, so join on up. Let's build the community back, have a place that we can all come together, chit chat, find groups, and find other people to play games with. And don't forget to leave a like, comment below your thoughts on the new patch, and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in reading the patch notes on your own, I will leave the link in the description below. Otherwise, I'm just going to read through, give my thoughts on certain updates, and let's cover each of the things. There is a huge block wall of text at the bottom going over all of the individual updates. We might breeze through those a little bit. For the most part, though, we are going to read the highlights because these are the huge ones. Right off the bat, you get starship upgrades. There will be a starship outfitting terminal at a space station, and you can add inventory slots to your ship, or you can spend nanites to upgrade its class. The next thing is starship salvaging. At that same terminal, you can salvage unwanted ships for scraps. It says that there's a new terrain editing system, but it's going to use the same terrain manipulator, but now you can just do a lot more with it. You could see videos right now popping up of exactly what this thing can now be used to do. It's going to be a game changer. You no longer have to lay down panels in order to lay down flat land and manipulate it. It looks like you'll be able to do that right off the bat with this. Going along with that, your edits to your base within a certain area around it are protected from regeneration. This is a huge one for me because I just have so much of the land that's growing back around my base. It's annoying. I have to constantly be using the terrain manipulator to bring it down. So now they're saying that it is protected within a certain area around your base. You can save custom outfits in the customizer. Exocrafts will now have a first-person view. The space map is getting a pretty considerable overhaul. They're saying the new space map is just going to help you be able to see things a little bit better, which I am all for because the current space map system is a little bit wonky and it's difficult to kind of see which planet you're wanting to go towards. This is going to clear that up. And in the example video that you're seeing now, it's going to be mostly used for tracking enemies. This will show you how far above or how far below they are and about where they're at. I'm really enjoying the new system here. They've also made some changes for quality of life. It's going to speed up your access to many features, such as instant access to the Galactic Trade Terminal, purchasing planetary charts from the full shop UI rather than a dialogue interaction, increasing the speed of the pulse drive, and you can ride creatures that have only been fed basic bait. A really small change that I'm loving is this inventory management change. And the main thing is being able to click and drag and move certain items into different places. They'll automatically rotate to swap positions if you drag them on top of each other. And if you have a damaged piece of technology, you can drag that specific component onto it and it'll immediately repair it. Additionally, hazard protection upgrades that are not relevant to your current environment are hidden from the quick menu. Some small changes and I'm loving those. Those are going to be some really good quality of life upgrades there. They're also releasing a few new technologies. They're saying just many of them are going to be released, but some examples are long distance inventory transfers to and from freighters, mid-air jetpack recharging, and instantaneous emergency warping. When it comes to customization of your base, they have added triangle base building parts. It's pretty cool. I'm going to show you here a few of the examples of how they're using these triangles to build bases. I'm really loving the new way that we'll be able to build some bases here. The dinosaur one is probably my favorite. The discovery page is receiving a pretty good update here. Honestly, this is one of the areas of the game that I just kind of stay away from because it's very wonky And uploading your discoveries has been always an annoying factor of it, and I kind of just didn't pay too much attention to the discovery tabs. This is apparently getting a huge update though, with bulk updates, faster access to planetary data, and a better sense of positions both on a planet and within the system, which is just really great. I like the updates that are coming to this because, quite honestly, this has just been a huge part of the game that I just did not pay too much attention to because I hated the discoveries, the way that the system moved. In addition to the new triangle base building parts, they are saying that the current parts are being optimized and the building costs are being reduced, which is great. Storage containers are receiving an increase in their capacity and you can now name them. And another really big part of this is the personal refiner. As a part of your standard kit and carry around with you, you will be able to refine elements right out of your exosuit. You no longer have to worry about a portable refiner. This for me is a game changer. I love the fact that we'll be able to just refine as we go instead of having to carry around a portable refiner with us. It frees up one of your inventory slots, which is just great. And the last big thing is that you can now have multiple multi-tools. This is huge. I've always hated the fact that I have to separate with a multi-tool whenever I find a new one. Seeing especially as you can own multiple ships, it makes sense that you can own multiple different multi-tools, and now you can have different multi-tools for different situations. Really great update to be able to give people that extra added customization. For the full list of notes, I'll just reference you to the patch notes below. Just click on the link, follow it, read it all, but I will have a couple that I'm going to read here that I found to be very important. One thing that I liked is in space combat, players who evade enemy fire for long enough will be able to activate the pulse drive and escape. I really like that. When you're on your frigate, the jetpack recharges faster. When you're charging a piece of technology, it is possible to adjust the size of the stack being used. That is huge. I've always wanted with the portable refiners to be able to change the amount that I'm putting into it, and that is a game changer right there. Also, when transferring items to other players, you can adjust the size of the stack being sent. The storage container is being increased from 5 to 20 slots. It's good to have the exact number of how much they're being increased by. The Galactic Trade Terminal interaction now opens directly to the shop interface, and when you're at 1 on the amount you want to sell, if you click the down arrow, it goes to the max stack size, which is just a great change for the game. And if you're on PC, you can adjust the shop amounts with the keys. And the last part that I'll touch up on is the space station cartographer. Now, whenever you interact with him, you'll be able to buy as many charts as you like, as well as choosing specific charts. That's a big one for me because it's pretty annoying to just go into his interaction and not be able to choose specific things. I love this one. Again, guys, I know I've mentioned it before, but the full list will be in the description below. Follow the link. Don't take my word for it. Read it on your own. It is a huge update. It is being released tomorrow, November 28th. Leave a like, comment below with your thoughts. Maybe there's a note that you thought was more important, but I didn't touch up on here. Leave it in the comments below and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks, guys.